Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be ranking an end of year list, and this is my top 10 disappointing movies of 2022 ranked. So further ado, sorry I haven't been posting in a while. Just yeah. Anyway, let's get into the dishonorable mentions. We have The Grey Man. I enjoyed the movie, but I wish it could have been way better than what it was. The Lost City could have been better. Death on the Nile. I like murder mysteries. I liked Murder on the Orient Express, but this one did not work for me. Morbius. Okay, yeah, I did have a little bit of not hype, but I was a little bit. Okay, maybe I was a little bit hyped, but I knew that the movie was gonna be bad. But yeah, and the Kingsman, because I didn't get to see that movie till this year. Yeah, number 10 for me, Emancipation. Now, this movie is Will Smith, Apple TV Plus, Antoine Fuqua, Black and White. Now, on about slavery. This movie, I was really looking forward to. It sounded like an Oscar-worthy movie, but this movie was just meh. Really, I didn't really enjoy it as much as I wished I did. It could have been way better than what it was, but the movie was just meh. I liked Will Smith's performance; he was good in it. But yeah, at 9 for me is Hocus Pocus 2. Remember this movie? Well, yeah. Anyway, Hocus Pocus 2. What a huge disappointment. Now, the original I enjoyed, but this one I just thought was meh. Really, it was not that great. Um, I liked the trailers to this movie. They looked alright, so I was a little bit excited for this movie, but it was not that good. This movie was a huge disappointing movie for me. It could have worked way better than what it was, but for me, it's number 9. So do that as you will. Could have been better. I like the performances in this movie. That's probably the best thing about this movie. Anyway, next up, number 8. It's Blonde. Now, Blonde is a Marilyn Monroe biopic movie that is basically nearly 3 hours long. Or is it 3 hours? Okay, no, it was not 3 hours long, but it was 2 hours and 46 minutes. So for me, that is classed as 3 hours, because bloody hell, that movie was long. And yeah, Blonde didn't work. Another Oscar-worthy movie. Ana de Armas, I would give it this. She did good as the role as Marilyn Monroe. That's really about it. The start of the movie was boring for me, unfortunately. Yeah, the movie was just boring overall. It was a bad movie, and yeah, I wish it could have been way better than what it was. Released on Netflix, so at least I got that. Anyway, and number 7, Halloween Ends. Now, I liked Halloween Kills. I liked that movie. It was a great movie for me. This one was just near good for me. It was near a good movie, but it's a 2.5 out of 5 stars. This movie was a huge disappointing movie for me. I like the cast. The cast is good as always. Jamie Lee Curtis does a great job. How am I forgetting this? The guy who plays Michael Myers, amazing job. Yeah, the storylines didn't really work for me. Didn't really enjoy them. The new character of, is it Corey? Corey's is it the new character? He was fine, to be honest. I couldn't really care less about him. But yeah, Halloween Ends. It's a movie. That's really it's a movie that could have worked way better than what it was. Number 6 is Pinocchio, the 2022. This is not the Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio. This is Robert Zemeckis' Pinocchio, the Disney Plus one. Yeah, I was actually looking forward to this movie, but this movie just did not work. Tom Hanks had at least okay, better than Elvis. For me, his performance in Pinocchio was better than Elvis's performance. Yeah, and he played. How did he play? Colonel Tom. Was it Colonel Tom Parker? Yeah. Anyway, Pinocchio. That was another bad movie, to be honest. But I'll give you this. It's not one of the worst movies of this year. Because, anyway, Pinocchio. Yeah. Number 5, Spirited. I think this is a good movie, but I was so excited for this movie. Two of my favorite actors, Will Ferrell, Ryan Reynolds. Come on. But this movie did not work for me. Well, it did, but there was a lot of disappointing things. The storyline didn't really work that well for me. Some of the characters were a bit boring for me. The start of the movie was not that great. At the end of the movie could have been a bit better. Yeah, that's really some of the problems that just went like that. Anyway, Spirited, nice Christmas movie, I would say. I like Ryan Reynolds, I like Will Ferrell in this movie. They both do a great job. That's really about it that this film has for me. Octavia Spencer as well. She was good in this movie. I thought that she was in this. She was good in this movie. Yeah, the direction was okay. Well, it was good for me, but yeah, that's really it. And number 4, Amsterdam. Now this movie I was so excited for, because this cast is stellar. You got Christian Bale, Margot Robbie, John David Washington, Chris Rock, Anya Taylor-Joy, Zoe Saldana, Mike Myers, Michael Shannon, Timothy Olyphant, Taylor Swift, Rami Malek, Robert De Niro. Like, come on. This cast is A-stack. Another movie that could have been Oscar-worthy, which it didn't. But this movie was disappointing. It was a disappointing movie. I still think it's a good movie, but it was a disappointing movie for me. But I like the trailers for this movie. It looks really good. But for me overall, this movie was just a huge flop. It was not that great. Could have worked way better than what I wished it was. Yeah, that's really it. Number 3, we have Disenchanted. Now this movie was a huge disappointing movie for me, because I actually loved Enchanted, but Disenchanted was a meh movie for me. It was not that great, to be honest. I was not a huge fan of this movie. I liked Amy Adams back. Is it Patrick Dempsey? Is that his name? Yeah, he's back. Got James Marsden's back, and then the villain of Maya Rudolph. She was okay, but yeah, Disenchanted. Very disappointing. Very disappointing. Wish it could have been better. It didn't. What's the word? I didn't really like the movie that well. Yeah. Anyway, carrying on. Number 2, Jurassic World Dominion. Now, Jurassic World Dominion, it was my number 1 disappointing movie for a while, since it came out. Because this movie, oh my god, this movie has a lot of problems. 1, Chris Pratt and, is it Dallas Howard or Dallas? I forgot her name. Sorry. Both the characters really had nothing interesting about especially the same plot plot character. You know what I mean? The plot of the characters were basically just the same as Fallen Kingdom, and then the OG's back. They were okay in this movie. I wouldn't say that they were amazing. But Number 2, Jurassic World Dominion. Yeah. Number 1, Thor: Love and Thunder. I know, this movie... I really, really wanted this movie to work so well. First of all, this is how disappointing it was. It was a 4.5 when I first watched it. And then it dropped all the way down to a 4. Then it dropped all the way down to a 3.5. And now it's at a 3. So that's how bloody disappointed of this movie I am. It made no sense. Anyway, Thor: Love and Thunder. Come on. Christian Bale as Gorr the God Butcher. Where was the killing of the gods? That could have been amazing. The only good thing I liked about this movie was probably Chris Hemsworth and Natalie Portman. I liked Taika Waititi in this movie as Korg, as always. The sheep were so annoying. So annoying. But yeah, no. Russell Crowe was not that great, I'm sorry. But yeah, Tessa Thompson, she was okay. That's really it. But that is my top 10 disappointing movies of 2022 ranked. Hope you enjoyed it. Please subscribe to my channel, be a massive help. Thank you for watching. Take care. Peace.